Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. If you love loaded potato soup, but you hate waiting for an hour for the potatoes to bake in the oven, this one's for you. Today we're making a loaded potato soup that's rich, creamy, full of flavor. It's ready in about 40 minutes, and there's no oven required. You can do this on a weeknight. So let's make it happen, Captain. I'm going to put all the ingredients you need to make this in the description for you. Now, one of the first things you want to do is get you about 12 ounces of bacon. Go ahead, cook your bacon and crumble it up. You can use microwave bacon. You can do like I did, put it in the skillet, whatever works for you. But you're going to need about 12 ounces of bacon cooked and crumbled. Time to get our potatoes going. You want a big pot. Put enough water in it that it's just going to cover your potatoes. You're going to well salt your water. Make sure you don't skip this. It's what gives that flavor to the potatoes when we're cooking them. Now this is 4 pounds of potatoes that I've peeled and cut up in about inch and a half size cubes. We're going to put that in. We're going to make a mess putting it in. So we want the water to just cover our potatoes, and we're using russet potatoes. You don't want to use yellow golden potatoes. They turn into too much like a mashed potato. Use russet potatoes. I'm going to get mine boiling. After it gets boiling, we're going to let it boil until it's just fork tender, about 15 to 20 minutes. Have mine boiling 15-20 minutes. Now start your time after your water gets boiling. We just want something that's fork tender, so easy to cut with the fork, but we don't want it real mushy yet. So stop yours after they get there. Now the next thing we're going to do is drain it, and then we're going to mash a little of it. I'm going to drain mine, and then I'll show you the mashing part. Be right back. Okay, we drained our potatoes. Now, this is a baked potato soup. We don't want to mash all this down like we would for mashed potatoes. We want it to have some bite to it. So take your masher, and you just want to mash up really good about 1/4 of the potatoes. That'll help make the soup creamier. So I'm going to mash mine up, and the rest of them you just want to break them apart just a little bit so that we still have that bite in our soup. So this is what you want when it's done. So you can see I still got some big chunks kind of still in here, and then as you mix it up, there's some of it that's mashed up. We're going to let these just continue to steam dry. Set this to the side, and now it's time to build out our sauce. Okay, we're going to take the same pot that we did everything in, put it on a medium-low heat, and this is 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're going to put that in and just get our butter good and melted. We've got our butter melted. Now it's time to put in our flour and get started building the base of our soup. This is 2/3 cup of just all-purpose flour. We're going to put that in, and you want to cook this 1 to 2 minutes on medium. Stir that in. Constantly stir this mixture so it doesn't burn, and just get it absorbed into the butter. We got the butter flour mixture done. This is 4 cups of whole milk. We're going to slowly add this in, mixing it the entire time. Constantly stir this as you're adding this to it. We don't want it to burn, and we want it to absorb into all that flour and butter mix. Okay, after you get your milk combined, we're going to put in, this is 2 cups of half and half. Keep stirring and add that to it. This is what's going to give us our creaminess. Alright, we want to cook this until it's thickened and bubbly. Been cooking mine, got it thick. Kind of see how it kind of clings to the spoon some. Your potatoes are going to add more thickness, plus the cheese we're going to put in it. So you don't want it like white gravy thick. Alright, now it's time to add our potatoes back. Be careful. Stuff's hot. Alright, we got our potatoes put back in there. Kind of give it a stir just to mixed up a little bit. Now we're going to hit it with our seasoning. This is a cup of the whites of green onions. Don't put the greens in yet, just the whites. We're going to put that in. This is 2 tablespoons of Tony Chachere's original Creole seasoning. We're going to put that in. And this is my bacon. It's 12 ounces of bacon. We're going to put the majority of that in here, but we're going to hold some of it back to garnish the bowl of soup. I add most of that into it. Now we're going to mix that up. We're going to bring this thing up to a simmer. We're going to simmer it for about 5 to 10 minutes, just stirring occasionally to make sure we moving it around, it's not sticking. Got mine simmered, been letting it cook. That's what you're looking for. This is 4 ounces of cream cheese that I cut into cubes and let it sit out to soften. We're going to put that in, and we want to stir this in until that cream cheese melts. Reduce your heat down to low. Now it's time to add in our cheese. This is 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese that I shredded up. Go on and shred you up a little more to garnish the top. Now we ain't going to dump all this in. We're trying to make this melt in. So we're going to put about a handful at a time in. Then we're going to stir that in. And then add the rest of it until we get all 2 cups of this incorporated into our soup. I'm going to work on mine some, and I'll show you what we were working with when we're done. I'll be right back. Now we're going to add in our sour cream. This is 8 ounces of sour cream. We're just going to put that in here. Still keeping our heat on low so we don't break down all the fats and creams we're putting in here. Alright, once we get our sour cream in there, we just want to mix that in and blend it. Once we get to this point, you can decide if your soup's too thick for you. If you want your soup thinned down a little bit, just add some more whole milk to it as you're mixing this in. Also, this is the part that take a taste of it. Decide if you want to add some salt or something of that nature to it. I'm going to put just a little black pepper in mine because I like black pepper in mine. But be careful on the salt. That Tony Chachere seasoning carries a lot of salt with it. Make sure you taste it before you start adding some. I'm going to put some fresh ground black pepper into mine. I put a 1/4 teaspoon or so. It's optional. Taste it. See how much kick the Tony Chachere's has to you and whether you want to add it or not. I'm going to let this get good and combined, and then I'll show you what we got and we'll finish this thing off. We're going to take the green part of our green onions. We're going to sprinkle some of this on the top. I still hold a little bit back just to put on each individual bowl. We're going to take some of that excess shredded up sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to put some of that on, and we're just going to let the heat from the soup kind of melt that across the top. Again, I hold some to just put on top of each bowl. Then we're going to hit it with just a little more black pepper on the top of it. And we're going to put just a little bacon on top of it. This is what it looks like when it's said and done. Alright y'all, before we do a taste test, I want you to see what this looks like in a bowl. That's what we got. I mean, if you wouldn't be fired up to serve that to your family, I don't know about you. It is it right here. Alright, we're going to take a taste. I'll let you know how this turns out. We're going to go in for the taste test. I mean, man, look at this. Good grief. Oh, son. Oh, my. Y'all, you got to be making this stuff right here. I mean, your favorite steakhouse and a loaded baked potato, it ain't got nothing on this soup right here. This thing is killer. It's all warm, hearty, full of flavor. You get that onion and the bacon. I mean, it's heaven in a bowl. What you waiting on? Make this for your family. You'll be glad you did. They'll be asking you, hey, you make that tater soup again? Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you decide to make this, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turned out for you. And if you do, I hope it brings your family around the dinner table and helps make you some memories. Also, if you want to see more from Plant and Plate, hit that subscribe button. We do a video about every week. If you keep getting comfort food recipe, grilling recipe after it warms up, hit the bell. That way you know. Man, what have they done? Anyway, thanks again. God bless. We'll see you down the road.